I would like to talk about a subject that I take very, very seriously with the utmost importance. I want to talk about alien abductions and the effect that it's having on our human population and what the government will do at any cost to cover up. The government is partly to blame in this, and they do have their evil hand in the abduction of humans on the planet Earth. I want to read some statistics for you guys. 250,000 people a year go missing in the United States. And around the world, there's about 2.5 million. So we're always seeing these missing posters of kids at Walmart. We don't really see adults, and, our hearts are more along with missing children than adults, of course. Now, most of these are explained very easily. Actually, about 95% of them. Now, you have a jealous lover kills his wife, or she kills her husband, buries the body. You have missing kids. They just go missing, which accounts for about 70% of all of this. You have a gentleman who just wants to disappear. They just want to go. Sometimes you have murder, and the body's never found. No body, no crime. 95% of all the missing people are always accounted for. But there's the 5% that never is. And no one ever talks about the 5%. That's about 25,000, 30,000 missing people. Every year. Millions and millions of people have gone missing over the last 25 years. And nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about it because they don't want to talk about it. For the simple fact that aliens are abducting us and they're killing us. In the late 80s, there was a homicide that occurred in the city of Chicago. A female body was found in a park. There was a crime scene investigation, and they were doing their job processing the crime scene. One of the homicide detectives based out of Chicago, when he was noticing the female victim, noticed 2 cookie cutter holes in her chest. A piece of her jaw was missing, and I quote from what the homicide detective stated, "It looked like someone took a drill and drilled out her sexual organs and her anus." It was covered up. There was never a killer found, and that's it. I want to talk about something that the government will do anything at any length within their power to cover up. And that is a UFO crash that occurred in Aztec, New Mexico in 1948. By all intents and purposes, eyewitnesses claimed that a UFO around 90 feet in length crashed right outside of Aztec, New Mexico. Now, a lot of flying saucers have actually crashed here, and their voice covered up. But this one is a very difficult case to talk about, simply for the fact that on board this vessel was a container of human body parts. Friends, listen to me. Aliens kill us. They don't respect us. they don't respect our bodies and they don't respect our souls. There is an evil hand in this matter, and I intend to find out what's going on. I don't know how I can do this by myself, and I am not asking for anyone's help. But I am asking that if anything happens to me, to tell my story. Now, I don't want you to think that I'm going kind of crazy and being a little bit paranoid right now. But the dastardly deeds that are taking place by the aliens, by the Greys, people need to know it, and people need to acknowledge this. Now, I'm going to be working with Drew. He has a YouTube channel, Madcap Mysteries. I'm going to be working with him over the next coming month and making our case of the dozens and dozens and dozens and hundreds and thousands of people murdered every year from the bottom of Brazil up to the top of Canada. There is people going missing. They're being abducted and they're being killed, and their body parts are being taken. When I had my conversation with the gentleman who worked at Area 51, one of the things that he told me about them in particular is how they die. Let me explain something to you. They can easily be killed. They have a lot of power when they're in their ship. But when they're out of their ship, they're actually quite fragile. As a matter of fact, a teenage boy, 12, 13 years old, can kill one. Their bodies are very, very brittle. It might be hard to believe with their advanced technology that they have, and the ableness of them to literally bend space. And instead of them being projected to a star they want to go to, I quote the star, and I quote what he told me. The stars come to them. I still don't know what he meant when he said that. But they can die, they can be killed, and I know how. I won't reveal in this video, for my own safety, how I know this and what kills them, but I just want to let you guys know, be vigilant, keep an open eye out, and just, if you ever see a UFO, and I've seen one before, but I implore you, please listen to me. If you ever see a UFO, run like hell. Run for your life. Get out of there. Because your life very well might be at stake. Anyways, I will be going over this topic very extensively over the next coming weeks. In the meantime, please stay tuned. I have a Q&A about my conversation with the gentleman who worked at Area 51. I am accepting questions up until Friday, January 13th. I will be recording the video the following Saturday, January 14th. If you would like to get your questions into me, please, you could email them to me, Black Bigot. That's Black Bigot with 2 G's, Bigot, blackbigot @gmail.com. Also, you can text me your questions to 214-983-8696. Now, I will tell you this. It is easier for me to get the questions on my email. Those questions will be answered first. but I'm just giving you guys another way to get a hold of me. Anyways, blackbigot@gmail.com, or you can text them to me, 214-983-8696. I look forward to the Q&A. I apologize beforehand. I will not be able to answer all of your guys' questions due to the very sensitive subject matter of this. I want to answer your guys' questions from only my and his conversations. That's it. I will not be able to answer your questions relative to just questions about their existence. I will try. I promise I will try. But in the meantime, please stay tuned. Keep your eyes open. Always look up. Okay, until we meet again.